Daddy, he pooped his pants. Oh. Whoa. Damn.
Call me ugly. I said, girl, where? She said, under all that makeup. I said...
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're looking at toxic women having meltdowns after getting rejected, starting with this woman who's on a rampage after working a 10-hour shift. With an attitude like that, the best place for her to be is by herself on the street.
Finally got me something to eat, but he got me the smallest one and he got himself 2 big ones and he didn't get me a drink.
Why the do you care? Do you pay for my No, you don't. Then you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. No wonder why your dad left, bro, and he never back.
Pause.
Because you always complain about everything you do. Bro, there's not one day you don't complain about nothing. Like, stop complaining, life will get better.
It's truly sad to see people complaining about free food and caring more about the image of the restaurant rather than the kind gesture.
I wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the 5 guys from? The 5 guys. I didn't know if it was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm with Muslim man.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
You can tell that man was uncomfortable by her immature behavior. Seems like she's gonna be forced to go somewhere else to find her victim.
Stop leaving the light on. If you're the last person to leave, turn it off. I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
Eating raw meat like that is very unhealthy, but I guess we can call her the female version of the Liver King.
He said, I'm actually gonna save this video so I can come back and laugh in the morning. Oh my God, bro, listen. If you are a single mom, right, and you're young, just stay away from dating because it's not too many guys that are gonna take you serious in dating, and it's just being honest. Like, you see how they talking in the comments? These guys, they'll hit this, right? But this is how they really feel.
This is exactly why you must be intentional with the person you choose to have a child with. That way you don't run the risk of being in this situation to begin with.
How I, as a plus-size woman, comfortably fit in a seat on an airplane, I have to upgrade myself to a first-class seat. Otherwise, it's intolerable. My butt still touches the sides of the seats here. It shouldn't have to be this way, yet here we are. Size inclusion isn't just for clothes. It's everywhere. If you ever don't fit comfortably into an airplane seat, remember, it's a problem with the airplane, not you.
What? You know, I'm no scientist, but I think the problem might be you.
I feel we need to stop sugarcoating reality and call it for what it is. That woman needs to lose a few pounds in order to sit comfortably.
So we matched on Hinge. It was first date. We went to theater. He's like, oh, Victoria, I'm going to the restroom. He went for the restroom and after 10 minutes he wrote me, oh, sorry, we can't be together. I'm sorry. I left. He left me alone in theater. He just said, I'm going to the toilet, I'm going to the restroom, and he never come back. Oh my God. It's even not funny. funny.
That must have been a really bad date if my man got up and had to go to the bathroom just to leave. But at least he sent her a text message.
So I was like, let me get this video.
It's terrible excuses. All right, but no, you're not going to use your phone anytime soon. So sit tight, enjoy the calmness.
I had a newborn baby. I just need. Can you call him?
Let me tell you something right now. I don't give a shit. Okay, you know how many lives you just put in danger out there? Myself, all these officers, all the citizens out there, and then you're worried about your little baby. You could have stayed home and taken care of him like a good mom.
I am.
Piece of shit.
If she truly cared about her child, she would have thought twice of making that bad decision, which now landed her in jail.
Isn't that traditional? Like traditional?
You're not a traditional woman. Are you a virgin?
No.
You're not a traditional woman. And I'm saying this, man, you women want traditional outcomes, weddings, white dresses, and you're schizophrenic, psychotic non-virgins with trust issues.
He's got a good point there. You can't sit here and claim you want to be treated traditionally when you're not a traditional woman yourself.
Men I see online complaining about dating are always liberal, and I'm like, well, what do you expect? I'm like, conservative men don't want to date you, Republican men don't want to date you. And in all honesty, even liberal men prefer a conservative woman. So yeah, and it's like, guys don't want to like walk on eggshells and hear you cry about like feminism and the patriarchy all day. I just feel like this is like the one thing. I'm like, you've definitely done this to yourself. Try being less annoying.
Being less annoying is very easy if you ask me. All you gotta do is literally be quiet.
Mental hot take. Always stop responding so fast, please. It's such an ick to me, at least to me. I don't know if it is for other girls.
Of course it is. I can absolutely understand how that would be an ick because a lot of women aren't used to a guy that's actually interested in them because a lot of them give attention to the same guys that are busy texting 20 other women. So it's rather unheard of that a guy actually shows interest specifically in them. Makes sense now.
But like, stop responding so quickly. Like, I text you, you responded 0.3 seconds, and then I take, I don't know, a nice comfortable 2 hours or so to respond.
2 hours. For a generation of individuals that are constantly on their phones and are never more than 5 feet away from them, that's almost an eternity.
And then you respond again, 0.3 seconds later. Like, that, it just feels so, like, desperate to me. I don't know. If I'm taking like a couple hours to respond and then you take less than a minute to respond, not even like less than 30 seconds to respond. It just, I don't know. It's just such an ick to me. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but like I need a little bit of a chase. It can't be that. I don't know if I'm describing that right.
And if the dating world wasn't already full of enough contradictions, here we have some women indicating that they actually do like to do a bit of the chasing themselves. Good luck out there, gentlemen.
And that's a great example of exactly why this newer generation is having a hard time building families.
That's what this woman right here is crying about.
Like, I just got off of work. And I can't do it anymore.
She don't want to work anymore. But what's even worse is what she really wants to do. Wait, it gets even worse. You need to see what the women in her comment section were saying about it. This is me since I was 16. Real. This is literally how I feel. Oh my God. I'm not built for it. I feel this, tired of working. Get that bag, queen. This is legit me once or twice a week. This is so real. This is so real. Here's where it gets interesting. I feel the same way. I started my OF last year and a BF who pays my bills. You can get out. You're pretty. No, I understand this. Do what you do. Girl, it's okay. And I think you would make some money. I think that's what she wanted to write from OF. So don't rule it out. You gorge, you can do it. Find that rich white man, girl. Sister, this is why I became a scripper. Jobs are simply not for me. Like, I'm thinking about it at this point. Honestly, same here, boo. Let's get this bag. I think I came across one comment that told her she shouldn't do it. What does that tell you about our current state of society?
It's truly sad to see women advocating for that type of behavior, because deep down, I know they all know it's wrong.
What do you typically like? What do you usually date? What kind of guys?
I went from Asian to Dominican to
Asian?
Arabic.
But you're not an Asian. Alicia, you want to come on stage? Yeah, keep it going for Alicia one time. What do you prioritize the most when you look for a guy? What do you want?
Someone that would let me
Let you what? Hold on. Damn! Hold on, bro.
Someone that is not afraid to show me to their family. Has a good job, it's very mentally stable. That's right. Oh. Yeah. That is a big one because mental health is a very big problem in this world right now.
No crazies.
Someone who knows their goals, the lifestyle that they want. No time for playing.
Oh, no time for games. All right, is there any single homies here in New York interested in my homegirl, Alicia? Make some noise right now. You think she's cute though? You wanna come say? Oh, come on, big dog, come say what's up. Yo, come on, let's go. Come say hi to Alicia real quick. Come say hi to your gentleman. You're making her blush already, big dog. I'm gonna ask you when you're sitting down and you saw Alicia come up, what caught your attention when you saw her?
I'm not gonna lie, I have my eye on somebody else.
What the f? Turn into a novella, bro. What the f? Who you got your eye on? Whoa! Well, come over, Brandon.
We have to definitely shout out my man there because he came prepared to the show 10 steps ahead with his own plan.
I was born to be, and then I wouldn't be calling you a bitch. Don't step outside of your zone. Stay in your zone. What's meant for you is meant for you. If you're not that that got a big that can handle 5 different women, and you only that got a 6 inch, and you can only hand one, you minute, you know what you are. Stay in that lane.
When you called that man out of his name, even if you feel righteous or you didn't, did it have a positive outcome?
To the positive standard that I expected it to be positive? No. But was it positive?
Then it wasn't worth it. Exactly. So why do women do it? If you call a man out of his name and disrespect him time and time again, he is not going to do the things that you need him to do. We do better with respect. We will do whatever a woman needs for us to do as long as she's submissive and respectful. We are willing to put our lives on the line. I'm willing to die for you, ma'am, if only you could respect me as the man that I am. But the fact of the matter is that when you want to buck up and act like you, and luckily my mama taught me not to knock these girls upside the head, I can't hear the you saying because you sound like a boy. And I'm wondering why this beautiful woman is talking to me like she's an ugly ass.
So what I'm getting is, it's easy to trash talk people for things they can't control. But once you start calling them out for things they can, it's a problem.
Home of rich men now. We're in Mayfair. Excuse me, are you guys rich and looking for a wife at all?
I'm already married.
Oh, can you have like another wife or?
4 is the limit.
Oh no, that's such a shame. You've got a very nice car though. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh my God, that's such a shame. He literally has a G-Wagon, my dream car. What's a girl got to do to get a G-Wagon around here?
I got some great advice for you, ma'am. Work hard, invest your money, and stop depending on other people to build your dream life for you.
I'm pregnant to my family. Get out of here. We do too. Okay, I'm recording you. Record her. I am recording her.
Goodness sakes. Venimos a tener un pacífico día y...
Now that family definitely has a whole lot of issues they haven't resolved yet. Seems like they need a couple sessions of therapy.
I got banned from Hilton Hotel because I was too much. Okay, we're finished with the podcast. Bye.
Whoa!
That's a tease for next.
So much they're like
a hotel.
Get the out of here.
The mattresses are just screwed up.
It was soaked, yeah.
You wait every time this chick comes. We gotta replace a mattress. They have her picture up at the Hilton, like, do not serve this person.
I believe she got banned from Hilton Hotel, but I don't believe it was for that reason. There's definitely more to the story she's not telling us.
As a retired, I've only caught 7 bodies.
7 1/4? Jeez Louise, guys. This girl's out here putting Josh Hart numbers. She's talking about she's a retired. Nah, it's in you, baby. It's in you. You know, you can't retire. And let me tell you something. 7 1/4. Yeah, man, you are still in the league. You're actually shining right now. You know what I'm saying? We're actually going to extend your contract. I seen her in one video say that she was getting crushed so much She was just trying to see how many times she can get crushed. So, no, I can't laugh. She says she wanted to take getting smashed to a higher height. Imagine your goal in life is to see how far can I take getting
She seems like one of those women who is going to attempt to erase her past in the next few years, then try to settle with a nice guy.
No worse feeling than your boyfriend falling asleep on you.
Oh, really? And here I thought that would actually be a good thing, considering it's a sign that he's relaxed enough and trusts one enough to actually fall asleep. But do go on with this little tirade.
I hope I do wake you up because you're literally the man.
Ah, yes, when someone uses the phrase literally, that means that everything that is to follow is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Hello. I should be falling asleep first in your arms, being cradled like a baby.
And why is that? Because one feels entitled to do so?
On top of that, it's scary out here alone in the dark.
Still scared of the dark, are we? Perhaps one should have brought a flashlight.
Like, you're really just gonna leave me like that?
After seeing this, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he left one altogether.
It makes no sense how a man falling asleep is a problem now. It's like women make up these random issues in their own heads every day.
That age where everybody I know is getting married. You know, let me ask you a question. Why the hell do people keep getting married? You know, isn't anybody looking at the stats? I mean, what's it like? 1 out of 2 marriages goes right down the... People, if you were going skydiving and they told you half the parachutes weren't going to open, you'd be like, yo, that, I'm not going. I don't like those odds. I get a 50% chance of splatting on the ground. I'm not doing it, right? But there's something about getting married. People just have to do it. They're just like, is this the line to lose half my... Awesome! This is gonna be great! I can't wait to lose my car, my money. Oh, look, the line's moving. One step closer to my own personal happiness.
He does have a good point there. If you look at the statistics, the odds of marriage are stacked against men.
If we were dating, would you want a more traditional relationship or would you want to go 50-50?
Honestly, it depends on what the job titles are, and it depends on what the relationship is between the two people. But honestly, I'm a Christian, so I feel like traditional marriage is in the Bible, where the man is the provider. But a lot of people do 50-50 and it works for them. So honestly, it's up to the couple, whatever works for them.
So being that you're a Christian, would you be open to dating a man who wasn't?
To be honest, no. Just because you have to keep in mind how they're going to raise your kids, and that's what's really important to me.
What do you think when you come to the clubs and men look at you, they go, this is a Christian, God-fearing woman, or she's just like the rest of them?
I will never meet my man at a club, so I'll never meet my husband out here. I'll find my man at church.
But do you come here to get attention from men, or?
Absolutely not. I look good regardless, so if men give me attention, that's on them, but I'm not here for male attention. No, absolutely not. I'm here to have fun with my friends.
She didn't say nothing that was alarming, but what I can say is, a God-fearing Christian woman would not be in the club dressed like that.
What are you doing here? Have you anyone since me? No, I haven't. You like stuttered a little bit when you said no.
I really haven't.
You promise?
God, I love you.
What? Love me? Hurts me to see you in person.
No.
You're gonna reject me like that in front of the group? He acts one way for the cameras, but I guarantee after this he's gonna come over tomorrow, next week. Because this is the part where we kiss. I'm like, kiss? Are you talking to any girls? Okay.
Seems like she was having a hard time handling rejection, but I'm glad my man served her with a hard dish of reality.
Y'all rate yourselves tonight.
10. All my girls are 10.
You a 10?
How would you rate yourself?
You a 10?
10.
Can the people get a 360 of the outfits?
No. Should we get the $100? Not on camera. They let not on camera.
You just threw like 2 seconds ago. Like,
You 360. What would you rate yourself?
say I'm a 7.
Good job.
I would say y'all 7 too. Like, y'all valid.
You said 7? What the? Fine, let's go. Bye.
I honestly think 7 was a good rating. They shouldn't be complaining about that one. Next, this woman gets rejected after being annoying on the street.
Would you rate me out of 10?
Well, looks.
Yeah.
It's not all about looks.
But you don't know me, so...
I can't tell unless you take me on a date.
Well, first appearances?
Well, looks.
Yeah, go on.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? Wow, I'll take that. Thank you.
But personality,
I know he was lying about both of those numbers. He was just trying to get away from her as soon as possible. Up next, this woman gets exposed for being a catfish.
Walk out if you think she's a catfish.
Yeah, man.
Alright. So how many guys do you think is gonna walk out today?
I can't lie. Me, couple. I don't know. I'm guessing couple.
Couple?
Mm.
So what would you rate yourself out of 10?
Personality, a banging 20.
No, just your looks.
I'll see 8.5. I don't know.
8.5?
Yeah.
Okay, say less.
Okay.
Stay if you don't think she's a catfish. Go if you think she's a catfish. Where is he still? Go. Yeah, no.
Respectfully.
Emotional, damn it! She was clearly a catfish, and everyone thought so as well. Now, this woman claims men are idiots, which is exactly why they aren't protected in society.
And why aren't men protected from emotional abuse the same way women are protected from physical abuse?
That is a very good question. Let's hear their answer.
Because men are idiots.
Really? Oh, okay. Let's hear more.
Emotional is worse? No. Emotional is worse than physical.
It is.
Okay, considering that statement, what could be the next possible logical question?
So then if emotional is worse than physical,
Yes, so
wouldn't
men-
men deserve protection more than women?
They would. They should.
Agreed. Men should absolutely be afforded the same levels of protection that women are when it comes to forms of abuse. But let's hear someone's opinion in regards to why men are not getting those levels of protection.
But they're not smart enough to fight for it.
Truth.
Really? Sadly, that is not an uncommon thought process when it comes to this particular subject, and it is unfortunate that this is being perpetuated. Unfortunately, a lot of men have been shamed into thinking that they would be considered weak if they seek help. That is not the case. Remember, no person deserves to be abused, whether it's emotional or physical. Please seek help if you need it.
Emotional abuse is just as bad as physical abuse. Talking down to someone all day will affect their mental health.
Can do it on their own. We don't have to shut the up, bro. If that's what you like, then get what you like, and good luck. I hope you find it.
Name me one-
I like something else, and I hope I find it too. Good luck to both.
Name me one billionaire outside of Oprah that did it on her own.
I don't know. I don't keep up.
There isn't one. Hey, I'll tell you about the richest women in the world. Google it. Guess where they got their riches from? Divorce. That means they didn't do it on their own. Success is a team sport, no matter how you think about it. A man needs a woman. Hold on. A man needs a woman just as much as a woman needs a man. That's all a woman can do it by themselves. What's wrong with the culture today? We need each other equally. See, I can look at you and say, you know what, ma'am? You're going to see things that I don't see in a situation, and that's valuable to me. You know what I say also, ma'am? That you're going to pay attention and you're going to see the world differently than I do. So that's going to be valuable for me. I can say to you, I can look at you and say, your strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. And that's value to me. How is it so hard for you to see the value in me, though? I understand that you got a Benz. I got a Benz, too. I have value, too. So all I'm saying is we can see the value in women. But as soon as women start getting some money, it's like they forget who the them put them in position to make. The last time I checked, most of these businesses that these women are making all this money for were ran and owned by men. And you know who made that? A man. Lip gloss, you know who made that? A man. Hair weave, you know who created that? A man. Mercedes-Benz, a man. So how are y'all getting so goddamn high strung on your high horses about you don't need a when everything of your existence was created by a man?
It's easy to sit here and claim you don't need no man until you realize that everything around you has been built by men.
Drinks from random guys that they offer?
Sometimes.
Would you say that's classy?
Yeah. Why not?
How's that classy?
How is it not? Why is that not classy?
I mean, you could just buy it yourself.
But why would I if it's being offered to me?
Because if he's offering it to you, are you going to give him your number?
No.
If a guy could know right off the bat he's not going to have a chance with you, he wouldn't buy you that drink. If he had that power.
True.
So.
But he doesn't have that power.
And he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be fools and just offer drinks and them not realizing they never had a chance. And
yeah, that's on them.
And shouldn't a classy woman tell them, like, no, I don't want you to drink because I know you're trying to hit on me?
No, that's not being classy. That's not what being classy is. A classy woman would be like, thanks for the drink. I don't owe you anything.
I thought it just meant classy as, no, I can buy myself. Like, I don't need a man to buy me a drink.
No, that's not what classy means. Classy women would always, I feel like, accept.
Do you know these guys?
I don't know them.
Is it classy for a woman to accept a drink from a guy? No one naturally will say no.
Yeah, hell no.
Why is that not classy?
Because if you're gonna reject him, then...
But that's not anything to do with class.
I mean...
It might be but it's not classy.
I mean, inside is like a character. You're not classy inside.
No, I don't think that's right. If a man is offering you a drink because he thinks that he's going to be able to you from buying you a drink, why would I be like, no, don't buy me that drink? I'd be like, I'm not going to accept the drink because you're being a creep to me anyway, so I deserve it. And then you can...
She's obviously just too broke to afford her own drinks, and that's just the truth behind what she's saying. Now to the Whatever podcast, where a woman explains why she gets a lot of plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery procedures are you getting?
I'm getting lipo in my arms, and I'm getting 360 lipo, which is your waist.
So you're getting lipo? You're getting lipo in the arms,
yes.
Lipo in the belly.
And I'm getting a small implant put in.
And then, hold on, how can you possibly be a 10 now if you need to get these cosmetic surgeries?
No one said I needed them. It's just...
Well, you're getting them regardless.
Well, I am in the adult industry, and I probably would make more money.
So, but these procedures are going to improve your looks?
Yes.
So then what number will you be after the procedures?
I will always consider myself a 10.
If it's increasing your physical attractiveness,
bro, you can all down these specifics. You want me to say I'm like a 9? I don't care what you say. I really don't care what you think about how I look.
Are you alright?
Well, it's kind of like stressful. You're getting me on a podcast to debate how I look, and I've already said I don't care. What did I do?
Well, I thought you didn't care. I mean, how...
I don't care, but it's...
If it's overwhelming to the point where you're getting that emotional, where tears are coming down your face, then you definitely care more than you're letting on.
You're engaged? How long?
Like 6 months.
6 months? You don't want to marry you.
Are you engaged?
You think engagement and a ring is You still got braces. You still got a whole mouth to fix. You're trying to plan your life. You got to plan your teeth. You're going to be at the wedding, huh? Can't even suck your man's I told you to watch out.
That's exactly what happens when you try to trash talk the comedian. He's gonna put you in your place.
Say your man tells you, delete your social media.
That is my word.
You're dating for the purpose of marriage, right?
Yeah.
Till death do us part?
Yeah.
We have kids together, right? So I become your family. So the possibility till death do us part, I'll be your man and protector forever. We'll become family, one flesh, and we have kids. And all of that on a scale does not weigh more than your social media.
Regardless of how you look at it, social media is not something we should be obsessing over because there's truly little to no value in it, especially when it comes to relationships.
Marriage was falling apart. I was required by her to go to a therapist. If I did not go, she was going to file for divorce immediately. I found a therapist local in my area and I went. We talk about my marriage. Second week was more the same, but at the end of the second session, the therapist was like, next week I would like to see your wife and you together. She's like, I will absolutely come with you. She's got a lot to get off her chest, right? The third session, the therapist is asking her questions. He's not asking me anything. He's like, well, why do you think your husband has a problem with your friends? She goes, I work with these people. Once we're off the clock, we go out. When I call him and tell him I'm not going to be home to 2:30, he gets upset. I don't appreciate that. And he's like, you can kind of see his point. You are a married woman and you can see the steam coming out of her ears and every other thing that he was talking to her about. He was basically taking my side. The session ends. We're walking out in the parking lot. She goes, I don't know where you found him. He's a quack. I'm not coming back here again. You probably know this guy somehow. And this was a setup. The marriage was officially over 5 weeks later.
To have a man jump through all those hoops just to end the marriage 5 weeks later is beyond sinister.
Why y'all didn't do all good? Y'all forgot one. Y'all forgot one.
Just goes to show that if you don't have a good enough personality, it doesn't matter anymore.
Your personality is the #1 most important thing, hands down. And in our final clip, we find the definition of the fridge protecting the snacks.
Taking that out I hit you with the blink. Hit you with the blink. Hit you with
The search bar being fridge protect snack is crazy. Okay, so a lot of you may label that as an overprotective friend. That's a jealous friend. That's what it is, okay? If you and two of your homegirls are sitting at a table and I come up and strike a conversation with you and you can tell that I'm interested and I think you're attractive, I am rejecting your friends. You can think of it that way. I am saying no, like I could have picked any of you, but I picked you. How do you think they feel? I rejected them, right? So that's how it's interpreted. And women all, even though you guys are friends, have this weird thing to where you're like still competing and it's a beauty competition. So it kind of gets taken out on us because like you get attention and stuff. And it's not about protecting you. Because if I sent a homie over there to talk to her while I was talking to you, would she still step in? Probably not. Why? Because she's actually getting attention. So it was never about being overprotective. It was the fact that she's upset that she's not getting the same attention that you're getting. And that's why some of your friends be rooting at us. Because they're mad at us for not picking them and picking your cute. So you better correct that and let your friends know about your boundaries. Otherwise, y'all are going to stay single. I'm just saying it's a jealousy thing, not an overprotective thing.